It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling episode 343. This is your captain speaking. At my side is El Jefe Moses Marquez.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, top of the week. This is the final edition of this current version that you all have come to know of Max Wrestling. It was kind of sad last week, but I'm feeling much better about it this week. We got a lot of changes coming, so why don't I run through them all? Apologies, because it's going to be an overload of information, but hopefully it all makes sense. So, I was actually going to wait until after promo series, but I don't want to wait over a month, so...
Right.
Max Wrestling officially rebrands next week. Under this new genesis, as you know, promo tournaments will be no more, and the promo championship has now been retired. However, beginning next week, promo exhibitions will be sanctioned, so if there's somebody you want to work with in a promo battle, and with no winner or no loser, let's make it work. We're also bringing back one of our old favorite segments, This Week in Wrestling History. Every week we will take you down the memory lane of professional wrestling, and trust me, there's a lot of shadows in those streets.
Oh, I can imagine.
We'll also be discussing a wrestler of the week at the end of every show, plus the geek of the week.
Yeah. That's going to be the best part.
I know you're looking forward to that part.
Every week.
Plus, as trivia returns to its rightful place as one of our main focuses on Max Wrestling, we'll have one little round of trivia every week, as we try to have a guest every week to take on Mike or Moses, or even both if they feel brave enough.
Ooh, extra brave.
Or they could choose to team with one of you, and then it's a handicap match either way.
Hey, I'm down for either one.
Yeah. Trivia!
I'm about to say, trivia all the way around, baby.
What else we got? Finally, the changes to our remaining championships. So, the Knowledge Championship will be defended at least every 30 days. Failure to do so will result in vacating the title. Except for league season between April and August, the Ring of Games will take place every week during those months, with the winner going on to challenge the Knowledge Champion at the end of the month. At every special event, the Knowledge Champion can also do option C and surrender the Knowledge Championship to challenge the World Champion. Previously, the World title was available through trivia or promos, but of course we're getting rid of promo competition.
Right.
Which means the World Championship will be defended primarily in trivia competition, but also, as before, it can be defended or changed hands in a predetermined promo exhibition. So that is something you're going to have to discuss between Champion, Challenger, and the Free Max Boys. Now, most exciting of all, the newest championship in Max Wrestling. At promo series, the Ring of Games will no longer be to determine the challenger for the Knowledge Championship. Instead, the winner will be crowned the first ever Max Wrestling Television Champion. The new TV Championship will be defended at every special event in Trivia Battle. However, in order to keep the title, the champion must cut a promo every 30 days.
Oh, I like that. I like it a lot.
Keep those chops fresh.
My chops is constantly fresh, but I dig it.
Additionally, the free runners-up of the Ring of Games will all challenge a Knowledge Champion at promo series in the traditional winner stays on gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. That's a lot of information, but those new changes will begin to come into effect next week. TV champion will be crowned at promo series on the pre-launch show. And then after that, we got championships every 30 days on the line. Quick reminder, of course, promo series is on November 18th. So,
November 18th.
Those are all the changes coming. I'll be honest, I still haven't found a theme song. I've been racking my brains all week trying to find one, and it's almost impossible to find a perfect one, but I want to find a perfect one just for all of you for next week. So,
I'm going to say, I was like, that's probably literally the hardest part of this whole thing, is finding music that go with everything.
It is, and it's not just finding music that matches, it's finding music that you're not going to get sued for.
That too. That's big time.
Especially with YouTube. YouTube sucks.
Oh yeah, they suck big time.
Now, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, go to youtube.com/maxwrestling and then click subscribe. And of course, if you're listening on SoundCloud, which I know a lot of people are, thank you very much. Click that orange button to subscribe or follow or whatever the hell the button says on SoundCloud.
Whatever the goddamn button is.
Yeah, the orange one. I just know it's orange. Okay. I want to get this out the way first. So what did I say for the last 2 weeks? That Becky and Charlotte would both retain at extremely normal rules.
And they would flip.
And they would switch brands. Tick, tick. Now Bianca just needs to take Charlotte's belt and pin Becky at Survivor Series. And my bold prediction will be complete.
I was just going to say, I was like, it's legit like a step away. But when it happened, you know me, because I'm not going to watch the goddamn draft. I don't give a shit about this crap. I'm getting told by like guys in the GSK and just other outside sources, oh, this guy's going. And I'm like, okay, well, some of these moves don't make sense. I seen, what was it, Hit Row? They're going to Smackdown. I'm like,
yeah.
Isn't fucking Homeboy like North American champ? Like, whatever.
And he hasn't even defended it yet.
Nope. And okay, so there's that. And then the friggin' women's champs flip. Why? Because why not? And yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch the draft, but I've seen like highlights. So yeah, Becky's on Raw, Charlotte's on SmackDown. Bianca's also gone to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Mia Yim has been drafted to Raw, even though we haven't seen her for like 9 months.
Yeah, that was another one that weirded me out. The Dakota Kai got brought up.
Dakota Kai.
Captain of Team Kick is going to get kicked left and right.
I'm looking for a name.
Right? Like, give me a name.
Where is she? Raw or SmackDown?
Who's that? Dakota?
Yeah.
I want to say SmackDown. Uh-oh.
Why the hell do I not see her name?
Right? Where the fuck did she...
Is she definitely drafted?
I swear to God, I heard her name. I don't see shit. Well then.
I don't see her, but anyway.
Poor lady.
Austin Theory got called up to Raw.
That fucking guy.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that guy got called up anywhere.
And immediately begins a feud with Jeff Hardy on Raw. First of all, acting like the fanboy, trying to get a selfie, then he just blindsides Jeff and then takes a selfie while Jeff's knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, by the way, Jeff and Damian Priest match was great. I'll give props to WWE for once. I just didn't like the ending because you completely no-sold the Swanton Bomb, and it was a picture-perfect Swanton Bomb, which is pretty difficult to come by these days with Jeff's age and body condition. But that was a smooth, picture-perfect Swanton. Hits it perfectly, gets a 2 count, and Damian just rolls him over and schoolboys him. Like, you just no-sold Jeff Hardy's finisher.
No soul. That's how it does, bro. Like, I mean, they give Jeff no motherfucking credit.
No.
No goddamn credit. They're like, hey, remember that time you got caught drunk all the time? Yeah, well, we're just going to fucking bury you for it left and right. It's like, leave the guy fucking alone. Jesus.
Well, he's on his way to SmackDown now with a tease of a new side of Jeff Hardy. A lot of people obviously jump to the assumption that it's Willow.
Why?
I don't even think the WWE audience would be familiar with Willow, so.
Oh, really quick, I was mistaken. It was not Dakota Kai that shocked and awed me. It was Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, yes.
I was like, who in the hell? No, it was Aaliyah who got drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with Dakota. She's had quite a few dark matches on SmackDown.
All I kept finding was she's meant to be called up. She's meant to be called up. And it was all like 4 or 5 days ago. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Where the brought at?
Yeah.
She's not here.
Why is she having all these dark matches and then she's not in the draft?
She's not over. We already knew that.
Well, no. If you keep burying her in dark matches, she's literally. I think she's
Right.
lost every single one.
That's hilarious.
And I think one of them was to Aaliyah. Another NXT call up to SmackDown, Xia Li. I don't know if she's bringing Chair Lady with her, but
Yeah, you bringing the whole crew, the whole crazy crew. Because if you're not, then you should fucking stay in NXT.
yeah, I mean that's literally her whole gimmick right now.
That is her whole gimmick, and without that, I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. Ridge Holland, just big giant guy, I guess.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for him. Okay. I feel because I really kind of like Ridge Holland. Okay, like the guy he kind of just muscles motherfuckers around. But I feel like they're already gonna fucking like use him to the worst way possible. And then my man Gabe Stevenson, went from being an Olympic gold medalist, guy that could easily, walk into the UFC, have a good career, make millions of dollars, and the guy's gonna be on SmackDown, being I don't know what. I don't know how this kid is going to adapt to actual. I mean, again, I've said it before. Kurt is a prime example that amateur wrestlers are able to cross over with almost ease, but that's still fucking brand new business to learn, man. You know what I mean? This shit ain't new. Shit ain't easy. You can learn how to fucking take bumps and how to work properly and get heat and there's a lot. There's a lot. Why is this kid not in NXT?
and honestly, I thought being a big guy like that, they'd want to keep him in NXT 2.0.
That's my thought, but I guess not.
I guess Roman needs fresh competition.
That's sure.
Yeah.
That's terrible, but I guess. I'm looking at all these random names of people who were on the roster and now they're just not drafted and we don't know what the fuck they're at.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why the fuck Maurice is on this list. Goddamn Wikipedia.
Maurice is in
Titus O'Neil. Like, what the fuck? That's hilarious. Got goddamn Slapnuts on there. Oh, that's right. Fucking Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik. I think Metalik's contract's about to end. So I've been hearing rumbles of him going back to Mexico, which would be fucking awesome. Yeah. Eva Marie wasn't drafted, which thank God I wouldn't draft her for nothing. And then neither was Elias, so fuck that guy too.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell's going on with Elias. I know they split up Shanky and Veer. So
yeah,
Veer on the Raw, Shanky on SmackDown.
Because that's how you debut a team.
Yeah.
By splitting them up.
We gotta split somebody up.
Because why? Because we can, damn it. Okay, that's whatever.
Yeah. They split New Day up again. Biggie Biggie on Raw.
I love how we say again because it's like, yeah, well, they've done this before. And they just hang out anyway.
Yeah, it was so pointless splitting them up before. Like, they just kept showing up on each other's shows. So what was the point in that whole heartbreaking, oh my god, New Day are broken up?
It lasted all of an hour and a half. So, you got your, you got your fucking, you got your segment out of the way. And then the next day they're like, what the fuck? Why are you guys here? Yeah. I was sad over you. Now I'm fucking sick of you.
So I just realized I have to make a slight alteration to my bold prediction. Because Bianca also got drafted to Raw, which means she now has to take the title from Becky at Crown Jewel and then pin Charlotte at Survivor Series, which I absolutely see happening.
Hey, it's doable. It's totally doable.
I mean, Sasha's definitely not winning the title at Crown Jewel because she's on SmackDown now. So why would she win the Raw Women's title the day before the draft officially takes effect?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid booking.
Stupid.
Oh, and also, why am I calling it Crown Jewel? Blood Money 5.
There you go. Blood Money 5. Because the blood money run deep.
Now, it may be just me, but I kind of got a vibe that Becky wasn't trying to be a heel on Raw. She was kind of pandering to the crowd that, like, is she just turned face now because she's on Raw?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was, you know what I mean? I'm like, I felt like she was a heel. She got the heel. I don't want to say heat, but she got the heel attention, all that jazz. And then all of a sudden, she shows up, and it's just what, I'm flip flop now because I'm on Raw, because my hair matches the brand. Get the fuck out of here. No, I mean, I don't get it. It's like, if you want these motherfuckers to be face or heel, then make them face or heel, but fucking keep them that way.
Consistency.
You know what I mean? I understand that you probably didn't want Becky to be fucking a heel, but guess what, pal? That's how she came back. And you need to roll with that shit. You know, you're going to fucking go ahead and just start flip-flopping around, and she's going to end up like the Big Show and have 40 fucking turns before the end of the night.
And the thing is, she's still over with the crowd, so, you know, she's doing this heel shit, and people are still cheering for her.
Exactly.
And then it doesn't help when she starts pandering to them.
What is that old saying? The double-edged sword?
Yes. I mean, it's very difficult to be a heel when you're standing in the ring with Charlotte Flair.
Oh, yeah, God. She just makes everybody mad. Everybody.
Another woman that changed brands, Shayna Baszler, is now on Smackdown.
Has she even done a damn thing?
I mean, recently she's been breaking people's arms.
Okay, well, then
specifically Nia and Eva Marie.
Then I'm about it.
Yeah.
So,
But, and then the weird thing they did this week was kind of begin a feud between Shayna and Doudrop, even though Doudrop is on Raw.
Oh, my God, I fucking hate the name.
Yeah, Piper Niven.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. Piper fucking Niven. I just noticed goddamn Alpha Academy got moved to Raw. Do not tell me that fucking Steveson's going to join these nerds. And I love both fucking Otis and Chad Gable, but right now they're fucking nerds.
Oh, he's going to join.
Why in the world you would cut off that glorious hair and beard that Otis had? You're fucking killing me with that shiz. And Gabe and Chad Gable was fucking just... This guy is like, you know, he's holding back. Every time you see him, you know he's not going all the way because he fucking, you know, it's not like he's not allowed to turn it all the way on in this company. I said it like a year and a half ago. If this guy were to fucking just fucking leave and go work anywhere else, indies for all I fucking care, he'd get over and show off how badass of a fucking worker he really is. Like, he is fucking damn good, and he's held back in this dumbass company. Like, don't let fucking AEW get their hands on him. I mean, I'm not trying to be the AEW fucking preacher over here. I think Chad Gable can, I swear to God, and I mean this when I say this, can go to any company, the big companies, the little companies, and make big money. Big money. This is how good this guy is. He's got the ultimate baby face. He was a legit Olympian. The whole nine. He can go. He can fucking go. Imagine a match with, like, oh my God, I'm already fucking salivating at the idea, but like him and fucking Jonathan Gresham, or him and fucking Bryan Danielson. Who's another fucking put the motherfucking dude on American Top Team. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking, he would kill anywhere else. He would kill anywhere else. And he's stuck here. Don't ruin Gabe Stevenson, you fucks.
No, he's definitely going to join American Alpha.
Yeah, he's got to. I'm looking, and there's nothing else he can do.
He's an Olympian. He's got to join the Olympian team.
Unless he wants to be fucking Keith Bearcat Lee, for fuck's sake. Because he's a Bearcat.
I know.
Should have been a bear shark. AKA the Bork.
Who else got drafted? MVP got drafted even though we don't fucking wrestle.
What the fuck? MVP? MVP?
We're going to draft the manager.
I beg your pardon? Yeah, you heard me. MVP is like, oh, sitting and catering. You want me to do what? Okay. Like, yeah, get your ass up, pal. All right, here I go to the back.
Surely he's a package deal with Lashley. That's like drafting Paul Heyman.
He's got to be. He's got to be. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
I do see a mistake in the draft, and that's drafting both Rey Mysterio and Dominic to Raw. They need splitting up. Because Dominic ain't going nowhere while he's still living in his daddy's little shadow.
You're not wrong. He is living in dad's shadow for goddamn sure. For goddamn sure. Oh, man. I had already read that he's already planning on being fucking Rey Mysterio 3.
Oh.
Kid, you can't. That's not how this fucking works, man. That's not how wrestling works, pal. Unless you plan to leave WWE and go to Mexico and rebrand yourself, you can't do what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, plus we already seen your face.
That's the fucking point. That is 100% the point. You know, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to end up being, Rey Mysterio 3 and wear a mask and did it. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, your dad didn't have fucking a choice. Like, they decided he thought he could be cool, quote unquote, by taking his mask off and, having a goddamn 11-year-old running around out there. But I said, that was fucking back then, and it was terrible then. And it's going to be even worse now, and you try to put a fucking mask on. Should not, like I said, I kid you not, the only way you can get away with something that dumb is leave this company, go to fucking Mexico, and rebrand yourself.
Yeah.
It's the only way it'll work.
There's also these rumors that Dominic's going to turn heel and unmask Ray like we haven't seen his face 30 fucking times.
You see his fucking face all the time on Instagram.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. I'm like, bro, you don't even care anymore. Don't even care.
Who else? Well, the tag team champions stayed on their brands. Obviously, you're not going to split the Usos up from Roman.
No.
SmackDown also drafted Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Happy Corbin.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Terribly ridiculous.
And then another dumb move. They also kept Edge and Rollins on the same brand. They both drafted to Raw.
Oh, you mean...
So we're going to keep this feud going, but it's fresh because it's on a different show, right?
Okay, as long as Edge stops calling fucking goddamn fucking Revival, okay, FTR. Stop calling FTR by their goddamn real names, okay? We know who you meant when you were calling fucking Daniel and David, okay? You fucks. I don't need any more goddamn segments of you hollering at the phone of, don't go to the house, and Seth is there. What the fuck is Seth gonna do to Beth? What the fuck is Seth gonna do to Beth fucking Phoenix, pal? Okay, do you not know who the fuck your wife is? I seen her beat men like with ease, bud, and not just fucking Santino.
And they were twice the size of Rollins.
Twice. All right. If I'm you, I'm waiting for your wife, and then I'm going to the house. I'm not fucking calling in back up. The fuck. And then them goddamn fucking Dax and Cash go on fucking Twitter. I would be there in a minute, beat that motherfucker ass or whatever the fuck they said. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was playing into it.
The segment needed elevating like Seth's got a gun.
Right? Thank you. Just say he's got a gun. Just come on. Let's play the 90s role here. I mean, if you guys are willing to sign every goddamn fucking talent from back then, you might as well fucking do the segments.
And then, some douche, which I'm guessing is Bruce Pritchard, decided for the bump to ask, of all people, fucking Sonya Deville about this incident. Oh, how do you feel about this home invasion angle? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, yeah. Let's ask the one lady that fucking damn near left the company because of her legitimate real life crap going on, of her fucking goddamn stalker in her house. Like, what the and then on top of that, on a motherfucking YouTube show, pal. Like, These motherfuckers have no low. They
No.
have no low.
No.
Like, do you not feel ashamed? No, really. It's just a question. No, motherfucker, it's not. In certain situations, things are not just as easy as cut and dry. That is not just a fucking question to her. That's fucked the fuck up, man.
Yeah. It's just a TV show. Yeah, but you specifically asked somebody who has nothing to do with this angle and who has had an incident like that in real life very recently and very publicly.
Again, it would have made sense if you asked Beth herself. Oh, yeah, when he called me, okay, fine. That makes sense. She gives her whole explanation. She's a fucking NXT commentator. You can get her on the fucking line. You're going to ask goddamn Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville didn't even draft either one of these fucks. So, how do you feel about home invasion? I just would have fucking stared at him. How the fuck you think I feel, pal? Just look at the cameraman. Leave that shit in.
It's like just randomly asking Jimmy Uso, so how do you feel about this drinking driving thing we got going on with Jeff Hardy?
Oh, yeah, you guys ever thought of a bad, drinking and driving angle? He's just like, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I think it's kind of bad. We're going to run with it.
So stupid. Shameless is what WWE are.
Oh, that is the perfect way of saying it. Shameless, 100%. Hell, they're fucking fans. Have you seen how bitter these fucking fans are?
Every day.
Death threats. Why in the fuck are you sending death threats to a man for leaving the company and going to AEW to pursue what he loves? To be a pro wrestler, not a sports entertainer. His life did not want to be surrounded by promos and bullshit ending matches. He wants to go and he wants to do what he loves, which is literally kick the shit out of anybody. And he's doing it and people don't mind it.
And
hell, it's getting over.
He also left on good terms and has said nothing but good things about WWE since he left.
And then, yeah, exactly. This guy he went on and even apologized because he knew it wasn't going to make the AEW fans happy, but he wanted to thank WWE for his time because he really truly enjoyed it there. And you want his fucking kid to die? I want to know who these fucking people are that send this shit. I want to fucking stretch them. I want to fucking put him in a calf mutilator. I want to fucking do all kinds of stupid shit like that because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. This is a goddamn professional grown man who moved companies. If my goddamn favorite barista left fucking Starbucks and went to Dunkin', would I fucking send him death threats? How dare you go to the competition? No, what the fuck? He'd probably making more money. Go make your bread, homie.
How dare you get paid to wrestle?
You son of a bitch. How dare you make money? How dare you have enjoyment with this? You're here for my entertainment, sir, not yours. No, fuck you. God damn, that literally chaps my ass and makes me that's one of those things that when you hear shit like that, you kind of feel a little embarrassed to be a fucking wrestling fan.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, do not lump me in there with them. Do not lump me in there with these guys. Oh, well, they want to, no. I'm not that guy. Oh, but these guys, and it's one of those, it's a black eye on the fan base of professional wrestling. Because you guys want to act stupid. This is how it looks. I mean, in pro sports, in football and baseball and basketball, all that shit, certain fans are extra die hard for no reason. They fight in the stadiums for no reason. It's mainly alcohol, provided, but it you know what I mean? The whole point is heated. It shit gets heated, but I've never seen NFL players get fucking death threats for leaving a team, except for maybe Tom Brady. But I don't want to explain that one.
It's the skid mark of professional wrestling.
There you go. Skid mark of pro wrestling is unfortunately a majority of WWE fans.
Yeah.
Whether they want to believe it or not.
Oh, they'll fight you over it. They won't believe it.
That's
you just being a mark.
That's 80% of the issue.
AEW
it's
mark.
yeah, dude, I'm trying. Yes, I'm being a mark. You can tell him that to you blue in the face. I'm absolutely being a mark because I'm excited for what's going on for this guy, and you're bitter at him.
And the amount...
He's an AEW mark. Bro, even if I want, like, prime example, and I hate saying it like this because it's I feel like people are like, the second they hear the words "my wife," they think that she's like standing right next to me in a fucking wrestling shirt. My wife found out or knows about wrestling because her parents watched the Attitude Era, and she likes fucking bullshit television, aka Total Divas, Total Bellas, all that shit. So she knows of wrestling via those outlets and only those outlets. It wasn't until she met this fucker, and I'm pointing at myself, you know, about 7 years ago, where she actually started to realize, holy crap, wrestling is still really a thing. So when she sees somebody who is obviously unhappy, and it would say it on other fucking platforms paid for by the WWE, that he's unhappy, and he goes, and this guy can't fucking stop smiling and looks like he's having way better matches, she fucking notices the difference. Jesus, fucking Daniel looks really happy. His hair looks weird, but he looks really happy. And then she would walk by. Did he really kick the fuck out of that guy like that? Yeah, he did. And that would be like my favorite part. She's like, why did he never do that in WWE? I said, it's not safe. And I think like Rob like spoke up and was like, oh, it's plenty safe. And she's like, it didn't sound safe. But it's one of those things where if you know people that can work like that, it's fine. And in WWE, there's not a lot of guys that are willing to work stiff, unless you want to work like the same 5 guys over again, and that's probably fucking Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, and who fucking Drew. Probably the only 5 guys that you can actually go hard with. Maybe Roman and Big E, but I don't even know.
The ones that very rarely get let loose, and then the only ones that you do get to see are the ones that were brought up through the system who don't know that style.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's stop being bad fucking human beings because people are out here making their money.
You know who I see mention AEW more than anybody else is WWE fans. When it's completely irrelevant.
It's because they want to say that it's like, oh, well, you guys are pushing what is it? You're pushing the narrative. They're pushing the narrative. It's like, what, like how WC, like, dude, NWA and WWF have been like longtime rivals forever. When the NWA turned into the WCW, it did not make it a brand new motherfucking company. It remained the same company. So there was still that constant competition, you know. Then the Monday Night Wars happened. Guess what? More constant competition. This is different. This didn't happen like this. Everybody wants to take this as it's a competition because a bunch of the WWE roster has left and gone to AEW. Not fucking true at all. Not true at all. I think the number stands at like 19, if not 20 guys. I think it's 19. 19 of the 80 plus WWE superstars that have been released have signed with AEW. Less than 25% of the people that have been cut from WWE have signed with fucking AEW. Less than 25%. Okay? But no, they all go there. I hate people.
And I just hate that it gets questioned. Like, yeah, okay, there's maybe like a dozen guys, and they've all gone from WWE to AEW, but ask yourself why so many do. It's not for the money, because they were getting money in WWE.
Exactly. And TK even says it too. He's like, I don't pay anybody much. I mean, I'm sure he pays them a little better, but I'm sure it's not a bunch more better. I'm sure he's not out here giving the Hogan deal to everybody. You know what I mean? Oh, Hogan, Hall, and Nash, come on over. I got fucking, well, how much money we're going to give you? Like $2 million a fucking year. Like, no, that's not, it's not what's happening here. These guys are leaving half for the enjoyment of what they do and half of, oh, well, this guy's going to pay me and not judge me.
Yeah, and it's probably on even scale or even maybe just a little bit less than what WWE were paying.
Yeah. If anything, maybe a little less, but they already know that their merch money is going to go through the roof.
Yeah. Bonuses.
That too.
And more importantly, they get to wrestle.
Really wrestle. Be a professional wrestler. Be like, enjoy their craft. God, what a concept.
Didn't Danielson also say nobody has handed him a single piece of paper since he came to AEW?
Oh, what a great line when he said that. But it's fucking true. It's fucking true. I mean, that's the great thing about these promos. And that's why there are stumbles and bumbles, but because it makes it feel more fucking real. Like Jericho last night, stumbling and bumbling around. Like, I'm sure fucking Dan Lambert wasn't meant to get the last word in either, but I mean, that's the glorious thing about having live microphones. And even the guys back in the Attitude Era will tell you the same fucking thing. It was different when there was a live microphone. You made or broke yourself on that motherfucking microphone. And so imagine now with how promo heavy WWE is, how many of these guys would sink or swim doing promos on their own?
Oh.
I'm looking at the fucking draft picture right now, and there's 2 guys that would drown doing promos. And I'm staring right at them, and it's fucking one's a former world champion, the other one's a fucking current US champ, and that's Damian Priest and fucking Bobby Lashley. These guys would drown if you just handed them a microphone and said cut a promo. They'd drown. Bobby Lashley's always needed a mouthpiece. Roman, he's fine. Like guys like that, they'd be fine. But like Finn would be okay, AJ would be okay. But then imagine a Gable Steveson cutting a fucking live promo. Imagine here's another one here. Austin Theory cutting a fucking basic ass fucking promo all by his lonesome. And Aaliyah cutting a promo by herself. These things would be the hottest of hot garbage. The hottest. Nia Jax like fucking unscripted promo. She would be the worst. I'm over here just going down names. R-Truth would be hilarious. Just give this guy a live microphone for fuck's sake. Walk away.
Truth kill it.
Truth gets it. Just different dynamics. You know what I mean? Different dynamics. Half of this roster would absolutely sink if they hit the indie scene. And I'm not just meaning AEW. I mean, if they hit the motherfucking indie scene, they would sink. Because they can't hang without their style, and they can't hang without their fucking scripts.
And
can't do it.
A lot of them scripts is all they've known.
Most of them, yeah. Most of them have known just scripts. And that's it. And it's I would not mind the scripts if they were like bullet points. If you got handed a piece of paper, it had 10 or 12 bullet points, or 8 or 9 bullet points.
Yeah, that's
and that's
fine.
that. These guys are handed 4 or 5 pages of legitimate motherfucking lines. Like they're gonna go on to the fucking Young and the Restless. Like they're on the next episode of Children's Hospital. You know what I'm saying? This is not let them be them to a point. I'm sure Roman has some partial freedom.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's really anybody that's got mic freedom. They're all handed a piece of paper. I'm sure even Edge is handed pieces of paper.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's not even like you're getting handed a script to learn to shoot. You're getting handed a script to learn to cut live. One shot, one take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not like I said, this isn't take it and spin it. This is what we want you to say.
They must have loved the Performance Center era where they had no crowd. They could do takes. They could do promos as many times as they had to.
I've always said that the best promos are the ones in front of the boys. If you can't pop the boys on your promos, do it again. I'll have fucking 15, 20 students who are, on rest break or whatever. Hell, do it in the middle of training. Do it while guys are bumping. I mean, you get the fucking facility's that goddamn big. You have an audience of 20 fucking wrestlers. You have a guy go up there. You got 45 seconds to cut a promo. In that 45 seconds, you're either going to garner a quiet reaction or everybody's going to clap and react. And if you don't get a reaction, do it again. Go in the back, give yourself a couple of minutes, come back out, do it again. Until you can pop the boys, you don't get a mic in your fucking hand. Because that's honestly what it is. If you can pop the boys, you're going to pop the fans. It's that simple. It really is. I mean, I think if BTE is any fucking... is any source of judgment when it comes to how the boys react. If you can pop the boys, you can get over. That's it. The boys are just fans that actually get to work. That's all they are.
Yeah, this is why I love the part of CM Punk's DVD where he's talking about promos and somebody hands him a piece of paper. Here's your promo, Mr. Punk. Oh, thanks. And just rips it up in his face.
It's great. Fucking great.
And Punk's just like, I know he was just doing a job, but I was making a point.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, don't hand me this crap. I'd be fucking cut a promo. This is professional wrestling.
Punk also made a point of, if you want to write my promo, come and find me and we'll work on it together. Don't put words in my mouth. Okay.
I don't hate that idea. I'm still not all for one for writing them down, but hey, I would much rather you allow me to help it sound like me than you just tell me this is what I need you to say.
Yeah.
Help me the fuck out.
Like, who knows this character better than you yourself?
Yeah, right? How is some writer going to know who the fuck I am? Oh, you came from the soap operas you did? You know who the fuck I is? No? Okay.
No, one of the 30 writers on the team that seem to know jack shit about wrestling.
Again, like I say, I don't mean to harp on the poor lady, but we're talking about writers that don't know shit. She was fucking Bobby Ashley. They're her business. They're cool black guys, for fuck's sake. Like, I mean, this is the stuff we're talking. This is what we mean by, like, I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, I think I would care. I wouldn't say I wouldn't give a shit. I probably would care a lot less if it was like wrestlers writing promos.
Yeah, would you want that lady writing your promo?
No, I don't want her fucking writing me a fucking note. Are you kidding me? Like, she's probably gonna misspell my name. She's gonna think I'm a cool guy when I'm not supposed to be a cool guy. I don't fucking know. Yes. No, I don't like it. That's annoying.
So what's my opening line? I'm here and I'm cool.
No, that's dumb. Because you don't know shit about the biz. Like, that's. And don't give me I would love to be a fucking fly on the wall for those interviews. I guarantee you every single one of those people that interviewed be like, oh yeah, well my parents watched the Attitude Era. Oh yeah, I kind of watched during the Attitude Era. Oh yeah, I've heard about the guys from the Attitude Era.
I know who Hulk Hogan is.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, The Rock, you mean Dwayne Johnson? If they ever say that in a fucking interview, walk out. Just walk the fuck out. If you ask them who The Rock is and they said, oh yeah, I know who Dwayne Johnson is, get out.
Wait, what? Dwayne Johnson used to be a wrestler? Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. If you can't say he is The Rock at all times here, then you don't belong here. The second you say Dwayne and not like Dewey, like how the New Day loves to make fun of him, like, get the fuck out. No.
I'll even accept Rocky.
Yeah, okay.
Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you can remember that, then yeah, I'll give you props. A lot of people remember Rocky Maivia.
Oh yeah, you're old school if you remember Maivia.
No, you're legit if you know about Rocky Maivia, because that's who the real fan. The real fans know that The Rock wasn't The Rock. He didn't show up and become The Rock. He was this fucking curly-haired dweeb in this fucking weird tassels. Blue outfit who the tassels like a son of a bitch, who I swear to God, when I saw him, I thought he was fucking Prince Iakea. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Rocky Maivia, fuck. And I think like in his first match, he won an IC belt. Or something like that. Like, I
he won it pretty quickly.
The first match I saw him in, I think was a pay-per-view, and he won a title.
I mean, he was definitely in a feud for the title by the time SummerSlam rolled around.
Something. Okay, maybe so
it was way under a year anyway.
Okay, but I just remember something or another, and it was like right at the time where it was like every now and again you would see like Nitro doing the same exact thing, and it was right around the time where Rocky Maivia, I want to say it was right when he won the IC belt, and then slowly transformed into The Rock. But what, like right after he won that, Prince Iakea won the TV belt.
Yeah.
I was like, you motherfuckers trying to play it like the same shit. And then here comes The Rock, and Prince Iakea is not The Rock. He remained the same guy.
You know what?
I think
it was even
we had Hoovy. Who he thought he was The Rock.
It was even faster than that because he debuted at Survivor Series 96. He was defending champion going into WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. There you go. Damn, what a fucking transition.
Yeah, considering he openly admits himself he was green as goose shit in that debut.
Oh, yeah. Like a motherfucker he was.
I'm trying to find out when he won the title now because very early into '97 he was feuding. He was Intercontinental Champion, feuding with Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
That sounds right.
Okay, it was between the Rumble and WrestleMania anyway. Because Hunter was champ at the Rumble, Rocky was champion at WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's see. Something about WrestleMania 13 against the Sultan. Oh, God, the Sultan. Yikes. He lost the belt to Owen Hart on an episode of Raw in 97. And then that's when the Maya Villa thing, turned heel. And that's when the Nation of Domination started with 97. Crap.
Yeah, what were we saying about this week in wrestling history?
Right? Oh, actually, you know what? Funny thing about this week in wrestling history. Are you ready for this one?
All right, let's get some.
There's a Raw Nitro from 1996 that's reviewed by your boy in Retro Rewind. So October the 7th, 1996, actually, if I'm not mistaken, Wrestler of the Week ended up being Chris Benoit, voted on by those who listen to Retro Rewind. And the greatest thing is I click on this lovely thing. I think this is a goddamn Dave Meltzer rating on this fucking page, but I'm going through the matches and really quickly it was like some squashes, some pretty good. Jeff Jarrett had just slowly made his I believe this was his debut match on this one, but you had Booker T, Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat against Public Enemy. They just kind of fought all over the place. DDP beat Jim Power, some big muscled up geek from the power plant. Glacier showing up, kicking people. I really want to say this was also his debut too. Kicking this guy named Mike Weiner. His name is Mike Weiner, but I'm going to call him Mike Weiner, and that's what I said the whole fucking review. Arn Anderson, or Glock Anderson, if you will, prior to his Glock Anderson days, beat the crap out of some nerd named Rampage, and it was glorious. And then, Rick Steiner and Chris Benoit had a banger as a main event because they had a lockup and fucking Nick Patrick got bumped the week before, so they had to do a rematch. And Dave Meltzer gave it a 3.5 because he saw that I gave it a 3.5. That's why. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I don't read ratings from back then, especially on fucking Raw Nitro shows. So, but I decided when I seen that, I was like, oh, I totally reviewed that. And I brought up my own notes for episode 56, and it's in giant highlighted letters. Fucking Rick Steiner Rick Steiner, that's who won fucking Wrestler of the Week. I was like, he's in big ass bold letters. Then I was like, oh, I wonder what I rated that match. 3.5. I was like, oh, geez, what do you know? Me and Dave, we get each other.
Today, actually, in wrestling history, we had the weirdest fucking pay-per-view I've ever seen involving the WWE Championship.
Is this from fucking No Mercy 07?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God.
It was defended 3 times. So Triple H defeats Randy in the opening match. Midway through the show, Triple H defends against Umaga. And then in the main event, the last man standing, Randy Orton wins it back from Triple H.
Yeah, really dumb. Really weird. Also, just because I got to do it, happy birthday to Aiden English.
Oh, happy birthday to the Drama King.
To the Drama King. Oh, and Rhino.
Rhino's birthday, too.
Rhino's birthday, too.
It's birthday week in Impact.
Really is.
One other thing about No Mercy that you're going to love. It's a 3-hour pay-per-view. They got 8 matches, and the total amount of wrestling time was 1 hour 22.
What the fuck?
That's less than half the show.
I was just going to say, what the fuck? That's so, disappointing.
The fuck did they do for the rest of the show? I need to watch it now.
My guess is super, super, super long video packages.
Well, and plus we also had a Randy Orton entrance twice. Twice.
Okay, another fine thing. So the Chris Jericho's 30th anniversary celebration last year, October the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
And another cool one, because it looked cool to me when I seen it, is the Smackdown 15th anniversary taping from 2014.
Huh.
A lot went down on fucking October the 7th back in the day.
No Mercy used to be a wild pay-per-view.
God, the good old days.
Yeah. So this is a nice segue. There's another birthday this week, and that's to the Hangman number 2.
Yeah.
Roy Staggs, ring a bell?
Huh?
I don't know.
Is that what they named their kid?
I just saw Hangman number 2. So he was also in a tag team, the Hangman, with Hangman number 1. Hangman number 1 was Ivan LaBelle. I'm guessing this is an NWA thing. You see how much you learn, people? But, yeah. Speaking of Hangman.
Wait a minute.
You
I know this guy.
Who, Roy Staggs?
No, it's fucking Gene LaBelle.
Oh, Hangman number 1.
It's the godfather of grappling. Who the fuck? Why does this name sound so goddamn familiar? What in the fuck? I'm sorry. Oh, this is the dude that trained fucking Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, and fucking Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, he's very. Hold on.
He was trained by Ed Lewis.
Yeah,
Ed
he's
Lewis. Holy fuck! I knew this guy looked mad familiar.
He's a 10th degree in judo, 9th degree in jiu-jitsu, 10th degree in budokai.
Oh shit! This is a bad motherfucker, boy. God damn. That's right. He was the fight choreographer for Red Belt. That's the other way I knew him. That's where I first heard about this fucking guy. If you haven't seen the movie Red Belt with God, I'm gonna butcher his goddamn name.
Holy shit!
I couldn't pronounce his fucking name to save my life. She, I can't say it. The guy's motherfucking name was Mike Terry in the movie. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Goko Chivichan.
Sure.
Notable students, as you said: Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Ronda Rousey, Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper! Get in there, Piper! My guy!
And he was trained by Ed the Strangler Lewis.
Yeah, that's legit right there, baby. This is...
Why is he not more famous in wrestling? It's a bad motherfucker.
I was just gonna say, like, come on. He was a catch wrestler to the finest of degree, and then he went to fucking Japan to go train in judo. This is what I'm talking about right here.
And this is exactly why we're bringing back This Week in Wrestling History, because these are some great factoids that we discover ourselves.
Oh, this dude had beef with Steven Seagal.
It just gets better.
He had beef with Seagal. He gonna beat the shit out of Steven Seagal if he don't sit his fat ass down somewhere. God damn, I love this segment.
He's 88, and I would still put him in the next Expendables movie.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? This guy would kill.
No, he retired in 1980.
It's bullshit. He'd still kick your ass.
Yeah.
He fucking debuted in 1955.
I think we were robbed that he... well, maybe we were. I don't know about it. Has he ever wrestled freaking Suzuki?
Oh,
Because if he hasn't, I want to see it in like a
I
dream
need to
match.
That's an immediate fucking dream match. Oh my god. This guy's got an old ass. How the fuck your old ass got an MMA record? Oh, because that shit. How the fuck this motherfucker had the first mixed martial arts match back in 1963 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Went 4 rounds with some dude named Milo Savage. He choked him the fuck out. Oh my god. NWA Americans Tag Team Champions. He's obviously a part of Cauliflower Alley, obviously. NWA Hawaii Heavyweight Champion. Wow.
And then we're going to turn this into Dark Side of the Ring because he was then arrested in 76 for murdering a private investigator.
Hey, don't piss him off. What the fuck? I ain't mad at him. What the fuck, Dark Side? That motherfucker probably deserved it. What the fuck? You kidding me? You gonna fuck with the motherfucker be training goddamn Steven Seagal, Bruce Lee?
Oh, it gets better. He was acquitted of the murder charge, but convicted as an accessory for driving the convicted murderer to and from the murder scene.
So he's a wheelman.
He was a wheelman.
I'm not messing with that wheelman either.
Jeez.
You're trying to make him sound soft, and he's still gonna kick your ass. Like,
hey, Vice, are you listening?
Nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. It's the old man that's gonna beat your ass.
Somebody get me Vice on the phone. They're missing
God.
a great episode right here.
Right? This guy's gold.
Oh.
Fucking shit.
So what do you know about this guy? He knows all mixed martial arts. He trained the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, and he helped somebody kill somebody. Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did get he did get it overturned with an appeal.
Oh my god. Jeez. This guy and Glock Anderson would make the greatest team I've ever seen.
Yeah. So I've also found that he was the inspiration for Brad Pitt's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which makes sense.
Oh.
There is also a fight scene.
Makes so much sense.
There's also a fight scene with Brad Pitt's character and Bruce Lee.
And he beats the shit out of Bruce Lee.
See, now it makes sense.
Oh my god. Like I said, what a fucking segment. Jesus.
This week's Wrestler of the Week, Gene LaBelle.
Martial artist of all time. Of all fucking time.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's definitely Wrestler of the Week, and he ain't even wrestling anymore. He hasn't wrestled for like 40 years, and he's a Wrestler of the Week.
No, he's this fucking guy. You got no argument out of me.
Jeez.
He's fucking Wrestler of the Decade.
That was literally supposed to be just a nice smooth segue into AEW.
It was though, but god damn. When you come across somebody as badass as fucking Gene LaBelle, you can't help but take notice. Like, oh my god. He swore to God we stumbled on Chuck Norris. Nope, he's better. What the fuck?
Yeah, we just happened to stumble on the guy that trained Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee and Ronda Rousey.
That was a total accident.
He's one professional MMA match, and he's won.
The first professional MMA match, from what I can tell. Because the 63.
Jeez. Okay. Well then, smoothly segueing into AEW. The other Hangman that I was going to talk about was obviously the worst kept secret in wrestling this week, that he was going to be the Joker in the casino ladder match.
No, but you say worst kept secret. But I didn't hear no spoilers. This was just the ultimate speculation. Yeah. We knew the guy had to come back sooner rather than later. Maternity leave does not go that long. I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing right now if that offends anybody. But it's one of those things where it's especially for the man, for the husband, or the father, if you will. Maternity leave for you does not last very long. Hell, it doesn't last.
He got more than 2 weeks though.
Exactly. So he had to come back on to work, and I think the idea, like, Him coming back during the whole, Grand Slam show was a good idea. It could have worked. But you know what, dude? Brody's wife and Negative One played their part well. And that worked out. It helped getting the Dark Order back together. And now you got Hangman, who's legit on his own path. We don't know if him and the Dark Order are going to be a thing again. We won't know till next week. But we're legitimately finally going to put, hopefully, an end to what has been like a fucking 2.5 year or about a 2-year long built thing going here, or about a year, I should say. Former tag team champs, now enemies, finally gets a shot at the belt. Like it's gonna be great, and it's one of those things where I can't not see Hangman losing. You know what I mean? Like I can't not see him winning is what I meant to say. Like him losing, I feel is the ultimate detriment. Unless it's like a heel thing, it turns into a turn, like he ends up getting screwed by the Dark Order rather than them helping. They hurt him, and it turns into, he goes heel, whatever. It's one of those things where if it's going to go negatively, he's got to go heel. But you're also telling me that if you're going to possibility to crown Hangman Page at your next giant pay-per-view, I'd just fucking say run with it. Yeah. Absolutely run with it.
Those pops were amazing.
Oh yeah, they went bananas. This place erupted. Like, I know that every time Punk's theme hits, I can already tell that, like, you're gonna get a big pop. You're gonna get people singing. Yeah. It's Punk. We haven't seen the guy in 7 fucking years. It's of course this is the reaction you're gonna garner. But when Hangman shows up and the place blows up, he hits the fucking ring, and literally 2-3 seconds into him hitting the ring, every single person in there, probably a couple guys on the ground, are chanting cowboy shit. Like, I'm surprised the commentators weren't saying anything. That's how fucking loud it was, that everybody's saying fucking cowboy shit. Everybody. Like I said, there was dudes in concessions chanting cowboy shit. The most popular motherfucker in this company has come back. And right now, that rocket is legit on his ass, but the problem is it gonna be lit? That's where the question is. Is this Hangman's return to where he shows up and come November, he's the new AEW World Champion, or is this just Hangman coming back?
I think based on those crowd reactions, that was AEW lighting the fuse, because there was 3 big pops. There was one for the music hitting and him walking on stage. There was one for the clothesline, and there was one for him taking down the chip.
Oh yeah, like I said, if TK has proven one thing, right?
Don't mix up a clothesline and a lariat.
There you go, totally different. But if TK has proven one thing about his 2-year run and how he likes to book and how he likes to see things, he likes to listen to the fans.
Yes. And
if he knows the fans are leaning towards one way, he tends to give the fans what they want, unless it's something he can give them that he knows that they really want more. And right now, I don't think there's anything more that AEW fans want than a Hangman World Champion. Like, I'm really trying to think, is there anything?
Yeah, I
don't want D. Bryan in the world title picture. I don't want Punk in the world title picture, at least not yet.
I don't think Punk's interested in the title right now, and I think Bryan is happy to take a back seat.
And that's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Because, like, if you think about it, MJF has got to be the next guy up. And if you can't have MJF go up against Kenny Omega. It's not going to work. I mean, it can. These two guys can make it work. They're both that fucking good. But you're going to tell me that you're going to take the quote unquote stallion, that the young stallion that AEW has all their chips in the basket with, against the guy that rose so fast they couldn't ignore. But they knew they had a star in MJF. But now he's at the point where you can't deny this kid. You can try, you can hate him, you can whatever, but MJF is undeniable. He is and should be the number one contender after Hangman wins the belt. And then you get the ultimate Hangman MJF feud. It's, MJF doesn't have to win. And the reality is MJF is such a dastardly fucking heel. You could stretch the shit out of this because you would want to continue to see it. You could stretch the fuck out of this one. You could probably stretch it to the length of 2 pay-per-views if you really wanted to go that far. I mean, that maybe it's a little far-fetched, but I mean, if you build it right after Full Gear, and you can get, I think the next one after that would be All Out.
Revolution.
Oh yeah, I think Revolution, anyway. And then by then, you can totally have something going. Like I said, it's oh god, it's one of those things where I think a lot of like early AEW fans figured this would be like this would be like a world title match. Like at some point, maybe just we didn't think it'd be this fucking early. Like I knew Hangman was going to be this over. I didn't think MJF would be this relevant this quickly.
MJF would have plenty of ammunition.
He's got
to get personal with Hangman.
So much. It's like you thought he was getting personal with fucking Darby. Jeez. Wait till this guy gets a hold of fucking Hangman.
Honestly, all 4 matches were lit on the Dynamite 2nd anniversary.
Oh, fantastic show.
We didn't even have any entrances. We opened the show with like everybody in the ring, and it was just a crazy match with some big names: the Elite versus Jurassic Express and Danielson and Christian Cage.
It was fucking PWG, man.
Yeah,
it was a PWG 8-man tag. Except like you never have seen Christian Cage in a PWG match, so hey, there's that one oddball. So, but it was exactly that. It was so much fucking fun. I absolutely loved it. I hated the whole. I didn't hate the spot. I just thought it was kind of dumb. The whole they hit the Meltzer driver or the Indie Taker onto Christian, and he like lays flat, and then counts to like 4, and then just starts having like a seizure. And I'm like, okay, you fuck. Like we already know you're fine. And like the doc's like, hey, don't beat up people. We're right here. And Nick's like, I don't give a shit, and fucking murders goddamn Marco. And I was like, this is great. I love these fuckers.
Freaking
They're
Marco.
goddamn fuzzy headbands.
Marco Stunt really is AEW's Spike Dudley.
He really is, though. He's just getting killed just for the sake of getting killed. But hey, dude, Spike got over big, so keep it going, kid.
Marco's over, too, a little bit.
He's over to the degree. If you're hardcore enough.
Maybe that's just over by association.
Or whatever works.
Yeah. I mean, we also got to see the debut of Bobby Fish, which...
Bobby Fish coming in here. You know what? And I don't mean to say it like this, but when that guy left NXT, he obviously looked like he was hurting. He looked like he was just out of shape. Like he kind of just didn't want to be there.
He's had a lot of injuries.
And he shows up here healthy, which is great because, again, the guy's in his 40s. And he's in better shape. He looks a little more leaner. And he's in here kicking and punching and forearming the fuck out of Sammy. And I'm like, the second I seen him, I'm like, I got a funny feeling he's going to go right back to being a shooter like he was in Ring of Honor. And then, of course, they had to play the goddamn Red Dragon theme, which made me pop just alone. I was like, oh, my God, where's Kyle? Not cool Kyle. Where's the real Kyle?
Oh, yeah, where the fuck is Kyle? Poor guy.
I need him.
He like, stood out as like the first one to kind of break out from Undisputed Era, and now he's left with nothing.
It really sucks. Like Kyle is one of those guys where I've been watching him for the better part of 4 or 5 years now. Like I caught Red Dragon in the juniors tournament, and then the juniors tag tournament, and then they would be in the World Tag League, and then all of a sudden, I saw Kyle O'Reilly's solo run and be Ring of Honor World Champ, and I think he won the junior belt at one point. No, I don't think he won the junior belt. I think it was a junior tag. But like he proved that he could be a world fucking champion, and he proved that he's a lot better than people give him credit. Now his promos aren't the greatest, but again, I think I've said it 100 times. Not everybody's a promo. Everybody can work on promos. Not everybody's the kind of a promo.
Yeah.
And just to see that he's Mr. Cool Kyle now is like, it's really kind of dumb. I don't really know what they're doing with him. I want to know when his contract is up. I know Johnny's is on his way up, and he's already starting to pull every fucking mention of WWE off his Twitter. And we've seen that from everybody else, and they've left.
Yeah.
So it's
always a good sign.
Johnny's leaving. Oh God,
Johnny's had enough of this shit.
Dude, when Johnny motherfucking wrestling goes back to professional wrestling, wow, the heavens are gonna fucking open up, and he's gonna go right back to being the ultimate motherfucking babyface.
Yeah,
just being so damn good.
You guys remember that Johnny Gargano that feuded with Ciampa?
And then if you really want to fucking get bananas, wait till they fucking release his wife. Oh my God, what a motherfucking worker. Fuck this company and the way they're treating like so many of these. And I'm going to say it like this. Give me heat. These fucking indie darlings, okay? That's what most of them were. They were indie darlings. Yes, New Japan and all this blah 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 blah. But let's be real. You could not go to an indie show and you didn't hear an Adam Cole, a Young Bucks, a Kenny Omega, Kyle O'Reilly, a Bobby Fish. If you didn't hear those names, it's because they weren't big time. But guess what? All you did was hear their names because they're big time. So these indie darlings are now going to go to a company that knows how to bless the indie darlings, aka allow the indie guys to continue to be professional wrestlers, not make them change their entire whole gimmick. They're just giving them a bigger, better platform to be them. And now, like, if you thought these guys couldn't get over on, like, for those nerds that said that guys like Kyle O'Reilly only got over because he's in WWE, you're a fucking idiot. Like, get that guy in AEW, huge fucking star. Imagine now the roles reversed real quick. Imagine Jungle Boy in NXT. Exactly. I hear crickets. It's bad. It's fucking bad. It's just the aspect, the being able to work to your style really does go a long way. And right now, with, like I said, Johnny's gonna leave. I'm hoping Kyle's gonna leave. You know, I kind of want fucking Rick Steiner to leave, but he ain't gonna leave. Fucking Braun Breaker, my man over there, he's got to do his thing. You can't be a Steiner, which fucking pisses me off. You not just make this guy a Steiner.
I mean,
anyway, but that's what I'm getting at. There's like just it's the grass is greener on the other side, and Johnny's gonna realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't seen another episode of 2.0 since the first one, so all I know is they're pushing Braun Breaker.
Hell, I'm not going to be surprised if he ends up beating Ciampa at this pay-per-view.
Probably.
If, you know what, and I'll say it, I don't know how much I'm going to stick to it, but I'll try my damnedest. If this guy wins the belt, I'll start watching. If Braun Breaker can come in and Rick Steiner his way to a world championship, I will start watching. That's all I need. I love Tommaso Ciampa. Another fucking guy that needs to get goddamn released.
Oh yeah, okay? Absolutely.
Please let him fucking go. Please. Like, I thought I was giddy about getting Aleister Black. Dude, give me fucking Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my lord. The fucking fantasticness that would happen in every fucking company. Oi.
Oh.
Hell, him and O'Reilly can go to Impact. Oh my god. The fucking possibilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of Impact, Bray Windham, whatever the fuck you want to call him, his future is just all over the place. Like, nobody seems to know what the fuck's going on.
I heard now. I take everything Dave says with not everybody likes to say the grain of salt. I like to say with a shot of tequila. It's more it's more Mexican. So with everything Dave says, I tend to take a shot of tequila, not literally but figuratively. And he was mentioned. Hey, you know what, bro? I'm not going to pull the curtain back real quick. The last time I did tequila, I tried to hang with a bunch of seasoned vets, and by seasoned vets, I mean like moms, bro, moms and grandmas, and in the Mexican culture, homie, they will smash bottles on a Tuesday afternoon. Okay,
yeah.
My dumb ass thought I could hang. I puked everywhere. that's beside the point. But Dave was mentioning the fact that not only is Impact and AEW on the board for Wyndham Rotunda. God, I can't believe I actually pronounced that correctly. But so is New Japan. But that's where the COVID thing and how the travel relates and all this and that is up in the air right now. The idea, like, I love I've said it a million times. Anytime a hardcore WWE guy is leaving the company, they need to go to Japan, because Japan will teach you how to work with everybody, and when you can work with everybody, you can just get over again. It's literally ABC. That's how fucking simple it is.
Yeah, they'll also toughen you
leave. Exactly. You leave, you get tough, you learn a great style that works with everybody, you go to the big companies and you work that great style, you get over. That's it. I don't know if he's going to be able to go to Japan. I love the idea of him Japan. I think him being the evil foreigner would be fucking great. But if that's unable to happen, as much as I'm sure people are going to be like, he should go to AEW, no. He should go to Impact. And he should be either a part of Decay or completely revamp everything. Hell, he can literally go in and be a non-Fiend thing, completely forget the Fiend, completely forget this, completely forget that, and just go in there and be fucking Wyndham Rotunda. If he could do that, cool. It might get over. But the reality is if you take away the Fiend, you got Husky Harris. And Husky Harris wasn't very good. That's kind of why I'm still hoping the possibility of fucking Japan is an option. I really want him to go learn. I want him to go revamp his style. And you're not going to do that in AEW, and you're not going to do it in Impact. I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to do it in the States. Maybe go to England. Maybe England's possible. I'm just, go to Mexico. I'm just saying he needs a style revamp. When you're over as a gimmick, you need to learn how to work. And his work is not as good as some would like it to be. Or claim it to be.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm very surprised that he's not just going straight to AEW. And it's not because I'm all AEW good, WWE bad. It's because Punk and Bryan went there. And one of the big reasons was how they handled Brody. And AEW is all Brody. His DNA is still all over that company. And it just surprises me really that Bray isn't, or Wyndham isn't just like on a tractor beam straight to AEW with Brody's family and everything.
Yeah, no, I get that one too, because that makes perfect sense with the relationship that they had. The fact that the guy had to take some serious time away from WWE just to, deal with his, best friend's death. It means so much. But yeah, no, I don't hate the idea of him running to AEW. He, like I said, he knows a lot of guys. He knows, he's got the whole Dark Order thing. He could easily be their new leader. But that's, again, where it's, do you just have, Wyndham Rotunda show up and he's, I'm the good friend of Brody and now I'm going to be the leader of the Dark Order? Is he going to try to be this Halloween character? Is it going to last? We don't know. And because we don't know, we can't really just point and say this is where he's going to end up. You know what I mean? Like I said, he works he can work in every situation. He can work really well if he goes to Japan. He can work out really well if he goes to Impact and decides whether he wants to be himself or a weird spin-off version of the Fiend. And he can absolutely do really well in AEW by just becoming the Dark Order's new leader and, helping them carry him in a way. You know what I mean? By having all the people behind him.
Yeah.
But the question is when is he going to fucking do something? That's the real question. When's he going to do something? Because we can continue to speculate till we're blue in the face. And before we know it, guys like fucking Okada can show up, and then all of a sudden now this guy shows up after the fact. Like, come on, hurry up. Now's the time. You got to get here now.
I mean, we heard originally that his no compete was the end of this month, but apparently it was shortened. He bought it out or something.
Yeah, he bought it out. He bought out his non-compete. which my guess is he's sitting on some fucking money. But all right.
Yeah, we were
But yeah,
sitting
no,
there. Wait, you could do that?
Yeah, I guess so. If you're willing to spend. So he bought out his non-compete. He can work today. He can work tomorrow. He can work whenever. He can work Full Gear. He can work what other damn pay-per-views are coming up. You know, he can.
I'm sure
he can
Impact
work.
have got one. They usually do.
Exactly. The point of
It's
the matter
probably
is
pre-taped.
I hope not. But anyway, he can show up and go to work. And the question is when and where. Actually, when, where, and who's going to show up. So there's 3 questions that we just are going to have to continue to fucking speculate till we hear something.
Yeah. Well,
God, I hate this.
we're like 3 weeks away from his original no-compete date, and then we're like a month away from Full Gear.
I mean, I don't know. I could totally see a thing where he debuts in a company. Maybe, you know, if he debuts in AEW, it could be like the go home show for Full Gear, and they set up a quick match against him and nobody. I don't know. They can figure it out. I could see him showing up at the end of Full Gear, but at the same time, I feel like if he, like, you know what I mean. There's a lot of conflicting nonsense here. You know what I mean? Like I feel like. Because I just totally had a whole story in my head. I feel like if like Hangman were to go to Full Gear, win the belt, and have the Dark Order like come celebrate with him, and he kind of like blew them off, I could then see like the lights going black, and fucking he shows up in like an Evil Uno mask or something, and just, you know, boom, now the Dark Order's fucking heel. I could see that, but I could also see like a random goddamn Impact pay-per-view where nothing's going on, or, you know, Sammy Callahan's got the belt, or whoever's got the belt is doing, or Christian, I should say, is doing whatever, and then in comes, you know, Rotunda in a fake Fiend gimmick, or the possibilities are endless, is what I'm driving at.
Yeah.
It's absolutely endless, and it's just tracking my brain, and I need, like I said with D-Bry, I need this guy to fucking show up already.
I mean, well, Impact's biggest one is coming up in a couple of weeks, Bound for Glory.
Oh, well, there you go. That's if you're gonna debut at a show for Impact, it's their biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
Can't say no to
that. Which we're probably going to predict, because I think it's live. I don't think it's going to be pre-taped, is it?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. It's the biggest show of the year. Don't pre-tape Bound for
say,
Glory.
Yeah, don't do that. That'd be dumb.
It will be held live in Las Vegas on... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be live. At the moment, we have Josh Alexander using option C to face Christian for the world title. We got Deonna Purrazzo and Mickie James for the Knockouts title. We got a Call Your Shot gauntlet. And, of course, we have the X Division title is vacant now, so there's a tournament for that. Oh, man. And, yeah, the Digital Media Championship.
Oh, Lord. Why does this belt look exactly like the AEW World title? Exactly.
They literally
I'm
just
like,
slapped
bro,
an Impact
you were
logo
just
on
like,
it.
hey, can we copy it and not make it look the same? No, fuck it, do it anyway. It's like, what?
Okay, so I don't know why the hell they've called it the Digital Media title of all things, but it's literally just like a TV title, except it's going to be for male and female, which basically, I mean, the X Division, I don't get the point in this title.
Fuck if I know. Social media challenges. How many TikTok dances you can do, and then you're champ. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, the winner is whoever has the most TikTok followers.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I really don't understand this title or see the point in it. Like, you've literally already got a secondary title where male and female can challenge for it. A la Jordan Grace recently challenged for it. So what the fuck is the point?
If we knew, we'd tell you, player.
If you're gonna
Because
have
I don't know shit.
2 secondary titles, at least do something different with it. Like the grand title kind of sucked, but I mean the idea was there.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, the idea was good, but yeah, no, the execution not so good. I didn't mind it, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's predetermined, so what's the point in 3 rounds if it's predetermined? Well, I mean, you watch 2 out of 3 falls matches.
yeah, no harm in that. Good storytelling.
Uh,
Sometimes it doesn't always go, 3 rounds.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
I think it did.
If it's a 3 stages of hell match, it's going to go to the 3rd stage
Yes.
because we're not wasting the cage.
I was just going to say, I was like, we're not wasting resources. You see this cage? It's coming down.
I love the idea that they had in the first Spider-Man movie where the cage is like flat, so you don't really notice it, and then it comes together.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
I was like, who the fuck put this goddamn thing together? This is cool.
It's like, you've literally hidden the cage. How the hell did you do that?
Don't you worry. Like, no, I'm worried. How the fuck?
3 minutes of pain time.
Yeah, but where the fuck did this cage come from?
I love that idea.
A
foldable cage.
Imagine the bumps when the fucking things are flat, though.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
What really took me by surprise was Serena Deeb turning heel. Like, she didn't just turn heel; she beat that girl up.
She beat the shit out of poor fucking the car sheet of poor thing.
Broke her trophy.
I loved that match. It was so good. I just immediately felt like Serena was gonna just do the job because I think she did that to somebody else. But then she flipped the switch, man, and started beating the crap out of her. And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" It was like it really threw me for a loop. I kind of thought it was going to be like a negative point on the whole show, and it really wasn't. It totally like opened your eyes. Like, should we be worried about Serena Deeb? Is she going to kick somebody else's ass?
I kind of found it funny, like, as they were opening the match, they showed the trophy, and it was like, if she'd wins, it'll be her 50th win in AEW, and I thought, oh, that's cool, so obviously she's going to win, that's nice of them.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what I thought.
And then she fucking loses, and Serena breaks the trophy over her head.
That's why I was like, oh, what the hell?
That was a nice twist.
When she broke the trophy, I was like, oh, that cost somebody some money.
Tony Khan willing to waste some money.
He was like, what's this thing cost? $100?
Yeah, fine.
That's all right. I spend that on Whoppers in an hour.
Yeah. Oh, and Tony, they sent the wrong Tony out to make the announcement. Right?
I was just gonna say the same thing. It was like Tony Khan has an announcement. I was like, that's Shivani.
Yeah.
Wrong Tony. He's like, well, I was talking to Tony in the back, and I was like, well, he was supposed to come out to the front.
Yeah, he literally.
What the fuck's going on here?
He plugged it himself that he was going to make this huge announcement, and then they plugged it that Tony Khan was going to make a huge announcement, and then out comes Shivani. I'm like, wait, well, you got it half right.
You got the Tony right. Just put Tony from now on, not Khan. Just be like, Tony's going to come out and make an announcement. Like, which Tony? The anticipation.
Exactly.
And then Tony Khan finally comes out. Oh my God.
You couldn't do that in Impact. Dixie's going to make an announcement. Ah, shit.
Right? Like, we're screwed.
But the TBS title, I still hate the name. I hate the fact that they're even going to TBS. I don't even get TBS or TNT, but I would rather hear AEW Dynamite's on TNT. It sounds cooler. But anyway.
It does.
The title looks cool. It's literally just a TNT title with a different logo.
It really is. As my man Robert pointed out, if you look closely enough at the lettering, it's actually the hose title. The T and the B kind of form an H, and then there's like the random O, and then so it kind of looks like the hose title. It's kind of funny, but yeah, no, it is legit just a TNT title with a blue ribbon rather than a red one, and it doesn't say TNT, it says TBS.
Oh, it really does say the hose. Oh, that's bad, and it's a women's title too. That's even worse.
It's a women's title, exactly. So, but to be the guy who, because I actually have TBS, and TNT obviously, but fuck TBS. Like, I hate TBS. Okay, there's a lot of wrestling history in TBS. History being the operative word. It's been over 20 plus, I want to say almost 25 years. No, not that long. It's been about 20 years since wrestling's really been on TBS. And most of it was Saturday mornings or Saturday night. And personally, I feel like if they have to make that move, then Dynamite should, or not Dynamite, but Rampage should also make that move. Like, everybody's got to go to TBS, so that's fine. So Dynamite will be on TBS on Wednesdays, but rather than do Friday night Rampage on TBS, do fucking Saturday night at 6:05. Bring the nostalgia back hard to fucking core. I think it would be awesome. Like, I really do. Like, it would work. But to get to the negative part about TBS is it just reruns Central. That's all it is out here, man. It's just rerun Central. You can watch fucking Family Guy, Big Bang Theory. What other goddamn shows are gone there? Non-fucking Stop American Dad.
So it's the US version of E4.
Sure.
That's literally what we get on E4.
Well, then, yeah, it's the same fucking thing, man. Like I said, Big Bang Theory, Family Guy, American Dad, and I think they put the Cleveland show up on there every now and again. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's definitely E4.
Yeah.
I think AEW would benefit from being on E4 because I fucking hate ITV.
Hey, well, there you go, goddamn TK. I hope you're listening. E4, baby.
Yeah, I mean, looking into it, actually, it's called Black Saturday, where Vince McMahon took over the time slot on TBS with WWE in 1984.
That's right.
See, people, history.
But WCW did come back and bring that 6:05 time back.
Mm-hmm.
After they told Vince to fuck off.
Oh yeah, they gave USA gave McMahon another time slot when WWF Primetime Wrestling, a similar program to WWE's TBS program aired on Monday nights, was a forerunner to Monday Night Raw.
Bingo.
Oh, the Black Saturday episode was made available as a hidden gem on the WWE Network.
Oh shit! I gotta look at that now. Bet you it's a crap episode anyway.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, the thumbnail I see is the classic World Championship Wrestling logo in the background, and then it's just Vince McMahon. I'm like, this is surreal.
So surreal. Fuck, it's crazy.
So basically, it's AEW, which is like the sequel to WCW, reclaiming that TBS territory.
Right. It's like taking it back. Oh man.
Yeah, AEW is like the Star Wars sequels, but better. We're finishing off what you started.
That's a hell of a way to put it. I love that. Yeah, no, that's perfect. It's like, yeah, we're taking all the shit that you failed and making it better.
Yeah. And
good shit.
We're still sort of nodding towards some of the old stuff.
Yeah, you got to keep the olden days, the nostalgia part of it intact. I mean, hell, I say it every week in the TSK. Cody Rhodes keeps fucking WCW alive via the pyro.
Oh yeah.
WCW lives via Cody's pyro.
I mean, Jericho had a lot of pyro for a run-in this week. Just for a run-in, his pyro was going nuts.
I love it.
His music didn't stop just because they wanted the crowd to sing it after they cleared the ring.
And they sang it, boy.
Yeah, they sang it so loud you couldn't friggin' hear Dan Lambert.
Yep, and he's always, I couldn't hear Deb, thank you, side. It's a great line. Oh,
it would have been great if Jericho had dropped an F-bomb and just said, I couldn't hear a word you're saying because they were telling you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, that would have been great.
Have we had any F-bombs on AEW? Oh, yeah. On All Out, we had 3 F-bombs.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, pay-per-view ones, yeah. Which is fine. Hell, I just... If you're going to start doing that, then I need you guys turn it on to, like, the New Japan level. Like, I need some Tamatonga Tonga Loa just say, hey, fuck you, dick shit. And just all day long. Like, I need some of that, man.
Speaking of shit, I don't know where this has come from, but apparently they're allowed to say shit in WWE now, and I'm hearing shit everywhere. Like Jericho said it twice last night. Seth Rollins and Becky keep saying shit. I don't know where it's come from. All of a sudden, everybody's saying shit in wrestling.
If I heard from the McAfee show correctly, he had mentioned Jericho was on the other show saying shit a lot, and Vince didn't hate the idea.
I want more
Michael
shit.
Michael Cole didn't hate the idea, and Michael Cole pitched it to Vince.
Oh, well,
And
if
I'm
anybody
what
can
the
get through
fuck?
to Vince,
Of
it's
all
Michael Cole.
goddamn people, Michael goddamn Cole. Whatever.
If anybody can get through to Vince, it's Michael Cole.
Well, yeah, the guy's been there for fucking a year, like 29 million years.
Right.
Swear to God, like you could probably tell a brand new fan that fucking Michael Cole used to work for Vince as a senior, and they would believe him. Be like, oh no way. When the fucked up thing is like, goddamn fucking Michael Cole used to work for was it I think NBC? No, it was NBC or CBS or CNN. I think it was CNN. He used to work for a giant news company before he signed with WWE.
Damn. That guy's been in WWE forever.
He really has. Like, really, really has. I want to say since like the early 90s. Or late 90s.
CBS.
That's right. There you go. Yeah, he was following like the war and shit. And the presidents. Yeah. It's like, dude, so you left that job to come fucking interview fucking sweaty muscle guys? All right. I guess.
He must have been pretty young then, though, because he's in his early 50s now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he was prime time.
Yeah. Speaking about McAfee, he ain't going to Saudi Arabia. Apparently, they haven't even asked him to go to Saudi Arabia. But didn't he say something like, if they get caught there, I gotta suddenly host Smackdown?
Jesus. You know, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, he'd be
how
great
he randomly. I love how they played on the fact that he randomly had to come in and do commentary because of the goddamn plane caught in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, where's that episode of Dark Side?
Oh God! Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. I can only imagine how much more fucking stuff Dark Side of the Ring is gonna have, and I hate to keep saying it like this, but when Vince dies,
yeah,
when he goes. Fuck, bro. Like, Dark Side of the Ring is going to be the ultimate documentary series for wrestling fans. Like, they're going to have everybody's fucking story.
Pat McAfee's actual quote is, they're heading over there. I wasn't invited. Good luck. I'm not supposed to be part of that. I'm happy I'm not going or whatever. The show, everyone says it's insane over there. It's awesome until they get stuck there, and then I got to call Buffalo Smackdown.
Fuck yeah. That's why I love that guy. Oh. He's the man.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Apart from women in wrestling making a comeback, quite controversially, because Tessa Blanchard is included, but it also on the bright side, AJ Lee is also involved.
Yeah, good for her. I'm glad she's back in wrestling.
Yeah, and not a word about Tessa.
Yeah, no word. No, I'm not going to say shit. Well, I don't hate her. Not everybody can go around with the Ric Flair attitude and not be Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm sorry. You know, if maybe if you were your dad, just because Blanchard's in your name doesn't mean you're Tully. You know, those are fucking made men. Like, if you want to act like a made man or a made lady, then, I don't know, pay your fucking dues.
Mm.
But if I've watched your career as long as I have, I haven't seen you pay a due yet.
I mean, it's a really tough one because she did make a lot of waves in Impact, and then she did some stupid shit outside of Impact.
Mm-hmm. Everything she's done productively has been counterproductive. Yeah.
It's like she's taken 2 steps forward and then fucking 4 steps back.
Mm-hmm. And then she gets into the negative limelight. Because she's a bitch. Like, I don't understand how you're a bitch to work with. Like, just come on, just be a working. Like, how hard is it to want to work, man? Is it that hard? You know what I mean? Is everybody that big of an asshole? I guess so.
Yeah, I think she put her own final nail in the coffin. Like, after the whole allegation stuff, like when she just point blank held the Impact title hostage and refused to send in a promo during lockdown.
Yeah, that looked really bad. Really bad.
And then demanded money to send the friggin' belt back.
That's what made it worse. That's what made it worse.
Little lady, what the fuck are you doing?
Kind of whatever the fuck she wants, which I don't get. You know what I mean? This isn't the 60s and the 70s anymore. Again, you're not Tully. You're his daughter, and this is a whole new era.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't get away with shit like that anymore. It doesn't work that way. But whatever, I mean, at least it's on a lower promotion. You know, she's not going to be in AEW or WWE or MLW for that case, or even Ring of Honor. You know, she's going to be in WoW, which is, if I'm not mistaken, like pay-per-views only or late night television, like extra late night television.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't make those mistakes, kids.
Just don't be a bitch or a dick, okay? Just plain and simple. Don't be rude, okay? Fucking if you need to be an asshole, do it behind closed doors where nobody can hear you. Don't do it on social media. Don't do it in a way where you're gonna look negative. If you're a fucking champion and you go on vacation and they tell you to send the belt back, send the belt back. Fuck them.
I was gonna say, don't be an idiot unless it's behind closed doors and nobody can hear you unless you're Hulk Hogan and you're being taped.
Fucking Hulk Hogan, that's so goddamn fault.
Yeah.
He was bound to slip and say something stupid eventually. Whatever. That's his own fault. That guy will never be forgiven for that shit. No. Never in a million years.
And I love how like people like Punk is just like so open about how they feel. He's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like you have there's no reason to have this gripe. Your fucking daughter was dating a black guy and you made a big deal out of it. Like, that's the worst part. You know what I mean? Nobody did anything to you and you just hate. That's the worst part.
Got drunk and said some stupid shit.
Don't. Just try not to. Jesus Christ. That's what I tell everybody is to try to be the happy drunk.
If Mike was here, he'd just tell you not to drink.
Nope, I'm just telling you to be the happy drunk. Don't mix. That'll make you the angry drunk.
Mm. Oh, boy. Well, before we go anywhere, here's your next... Well, I was going to say final reminder then, but we still got like a month to go. On November 18th, we present Promo Series 6 Justice Day, and it is the dawning of a new age in Max Wrestling. Promo Series gave birth to the Promo Championship, so it's only fitting, really, that it gives birth to the TV Championship. Mm-hmm. 4 participants will compete in the Ring of Games to become the first ever Max Wrestling Television Champion on the pre-launch show on November 16th. But back to the main show. The 3 runners-up will each get a shot at the Knowledge Championship. The Phoenix is the current reigning and defending Knowledge Champion. He will defend in the traditional Winner Stays On gauntlet. And this year it truly will be Winner Stays On because those 3 matches will be back-to-back. In what will set the standard for the future of Max Wrestling, Moses will challenge Chad Malcolm for the World Championship in a trivia battle.
Gotta love it.
Absolutely. And of course, first time ever, probably last time ever, promo exhibition, it is The Shape versus Robert Davis.
It might be the last time. I did hear that the Blackhearts after this are leaving the promo league. And as much as it hurts and it sucks as a guy that was hopefully looking forward to getting his own little run against Rob, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's one of these things where we want this to be a nice, welcoming environment. And we also understand, and I don't mean to say this in a negative way, we understand egos. Okay, this is wrestling based. Okay, we know what goes behind the wrestling. There's a lot of ego, and it's not easy. and we understand that. That's why half of the reasoning for some of these formats are changing. But still, nonetheless, it's not going to. None of this is going to take away from anything that Rob is going to do in his promo bout. He's gonna absolutely stomp it, because that's what Rob does. He does not, even though it may be his last one, he doesn't hold back for nothing, regardless. So that's going to be fun to watch. I am definitely looking forward to seeing who in the next coming, I guess, months or weeks is willing to step up, pull some promos out of their back pocket. See if Chad's got the testicle fortitude enough to, one, beat me in trivia, and then two, actually be able to cut a decent promo every 30 days. I believe in him, but at the same time, I do know that there was that one guy who won the promo belt twice. So first, not that other guy, but still, the point of the matter is things are changing, and and none of this looks negative. It all looks positive. I can't wait for the new that's coming. You know what I mean? There's so much new that's in the works, and it's gonna be fucking great. Like I said, look how much fun we had with this goddamn fucking This Week in Wrestling, for crying out loud. We found probably the most badass motherfucker there's ever been.
Yeah, we're making positive changes for negative reasons.
There you go.
So it's a silver lining to a very dark cloud.
But don't worry, because it's just gonna get better.
Oh yeah. Again, changes begin next week on a brand new world of Max Wrestling. And of course, Promo Series 6 all goes down November 18th. Pre-launch show on the 16th. Go to maxwrestling.net/Promo Series 6 for more information. And I'm going to leave us with this little nugget from Taz, which I believe was on Dark.
Oh, God, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's great. It's great.
Well, I heard rumors about that. I read that on social media, so it's got to be a shoot if you read it there. So, yeah, that's something. So they got a three-piece band, like a saxophone player. That sounds like an alto sax. He's on the side. They got a little drummer. There must be behind us, behind the announce desk. There's the penis piano player. Well, it's the sax man doubled. Well,
The worst part is as we know, as like Mike and I would know so damn well, is sometimes the audio doesn't come in so well, but fucking fans are gonna hear. But the whole time I've watched it 9 or 10 times. I swear to God I have, and it's the whole time. He's always got the saxophone player behind us, and it's like a whole band, and then there's the penis, and then the penis, and the penis, and then the furnace, and then the piano player, and I'm like, what the fuck is a furnace? Oh my God, it's so great.
I'll be severely disappointed if that doesn't become the new Scott Steiner meme.
The furnace.
You got a 1 in 33% chance of having a saxophone player and a pianist and a penis.
And a penis. Oh God. Oh, so good. Fucking Daz.
You know what? Sometimes he's just gold.
He wanted to try so hard to say pianist.
Yes.
So penis, the penis, the penis.
He would have had it the first time. He just had to add a T at the end.
That's it. That's
Penis.
That's it. Penis. But no, he's all the goddamn penis. What? Yeah, the penis. I blame the accent. I blame the New York accent. All of a sudden, can't pronounce your T's. Fantastic.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to the final episode in this generation of Max Wrestling. There will definitely be some free ice cream for y'all next week.
Oh yeah.
Remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, go check us out at maxwrestling.net. Follow us on social media at TheCaptain512, at MCL92, and at SMRPodNet. Before we step out and bid you adieu, remember, Twitch makes Vince's dick itch. Everyone on Anchor thinks he's a wanker, and everyone on TikTok thinks he's a cock, including Moses Marquez.
Fucking ain't right. And speaking of Vince, he is your Geek of the Week this week. Why? Because the fucking draft was hot-ass garbage. And 2, because in this week's episode of Retro Rewind number 58, mind the way, from October the 21st, he sits there like a fucking total dumb shit and just gushes at the idea of Brett actually coming back to the company because he was afraid that he was going to run to WCW. This is prior to the Montreal screw job. If you are not listening to fucking Retro Rewind, and I say it with so much emphasis because it's coming back with a goddamn vintage, you got to get back on it. We're on episode 58 right now. Should have already dropped. If not, it should be out this morning. Raw Nitro, as per usual. I'm going to hold off on pay-per-views for right now. I feel like that's what's slowing me down. Some of these stuff isn't coming out because I had to watch pay-per-views. So if you were hoping for a Halloween Havoc 96, that might still drop because it's recorded. But just expect Raws and Nitros for the time being, just so we can get back onto a groove and we'll go from there. But yeah, Vince, Total Geek of the Week. Check out the Retro. We are on our way to the Montreal screw job. Okay, that's our next big. No, there's way more bigger stops than that. As far as like WWF bound, we got Sid Vicious versus Shawn Michaels lined up for the world title. I believe at the next In Your House pay-per-view, or no, that's Survivor Series. So there's a lot going on for Retro. You got to get a part of it so you can help relive some of the stuff. This is not going to be Dark Side of the Ring. This is going to be probably funnier because you're going to hear me reacting to all this crazy shit happening on the spot. Bolt Rant fans, if you're out there for Bolt Rant, last week was a no-go episode drop, but I got hit with a copyright. I did not think that would actually happen. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong with the copyright. Oh, don't trip. It happens. It's one of those games. It was I got hit with it. It was like, I swear this music was fine. I put the wrong music in. It is what it is. I'm not going to redrop that episode just because the music legitimately goes the entire length of the episode. So just ignore last week's preview and mainly just preview into the Raiders Monday night game. But the recap for the Raiders Monday night game drops tonight, probably around 8 p.m. Pacific time. I may or may not have a guest. That's the only reason why it's being pushed back. So look out for that one. The preview, as you know, drops Saturday. Sunday is the game. Monday drops your next Retro Rewind. Wednesday will be the game review.
All right.
Gotta love it. And hopefully a new wrestler, Geek of the Week next week. But if it's still Vince, then hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
It could be the dweeb.
It's probably going to be Vince most weeks, let's be honest.
That's why I said if it gets to that point, he'll be the dweeb of the decade.
This is why Maxie's will open very soon, by the way. We have an award named just after Vince McMahon. McMahon Award for Wanker of the Year.
Yeah, right.
Mike obviously isn't here this week, but I will do some plugging for him. He's been talking to Bella Madison on the LFC podcast. Go to lingeриefc.com. Also look out for Mike on their upcoming pay-per-view as he's going to be a guest ring announcer.
That's right. Booty Camp 3.
And he has also put out a new episode of the Adrenaline Rush podcast with Daniel Crimmins covering the Monster Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Some classic Impact on Adrenaline Rush. So that's
cool.
That's who Mike's been talking to. There you go. I did your thing for you, Mike.
There you go.
And join us
next week, goddammit,
for the evolution of Max Wrestling as we begin to put some changes into place. There's also a new logo. I forgot to mention that one. First new logo in over 2 years. I think the one we currently use is the longest running logo that we've had. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's been like that for a while.
Big changes begin next week. We'll see you there. This was episode 343. We will catch your ass down the open road, and that's the bottom line. Goodbye, mwah, and good night.
Evolution is beautiful, bro. Don't be a dweeb.